I read that before you started filming Chaplin, you buried your clothes from Less Than Zero to mark that you were moving into a new chapter of your career. What chapter does Iron Man bring?
I feel like there's just this kind of end of a very, very, very long and hard-won education. And on the other side of it is kind of the degree. I just feel like I'm, rather than certifiable, I just feel like I'm a certified veteran of making a bunch of different types of movies. And so really at the end of it, it's just, I just feel like I'm a more effective entertainer.
I've never made a movie of this size before or of this genre. I've always been a fan, but it's a daunting undertaking. The day I knew everything was going to be okay was the day that Robert Downey Jr. was attached to play Iron Man.
Is it better to be feared or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both?
Look who fell out of the sky, Mr. Tony Stark.
Mr. Stark. Captain. Personality overview, Mr. Stark displays compulsive behavior.
Where are we going?
To town on each other.
Hey, May. How you doing? What are you wearing? Something skimpy, I hope.
Well, she did quite a spread on Tony last year.
And she wrote a story as well. Textbook narcissism. That's Martin. That's going on.
Oh, you've got
I'm gonna put this up right now. I'm just not the hero type, clearly.
Shit! I never said you were a superhero.
Well, good, because that would be outlandish and fantastic.
Do you mind signing the drawings?
I'm your biggest fan. Boom! I'm sorry, is that me?
Yeah.
Is it cool if I take a picture with you?
It's very cool. Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'll be out of a job with peace.
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
And what do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
That's not that.
Stark, you come from a family of thieves and butchers. And now, like all guilty men, you try to rewrite your own history. And you forget all the lives the Stark family has destroyed.
We all know why we're here. In the last 6 months, Anthony Stark has created a sword with untold possibilities. He asks us to trust him as we cower behind it.
Come to confess your sins. Everyone creates the thing they dread. Men of peace create engines of war. People create children designed to supplant them, to help them end.
You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
This could have been avoided if you hadn't played with something you don't understand.
Sorry. It's a hoot that you don't get why we need to.
Are you incapable of letting go of your ego for one goddamn second?
It's working. We're safe. I have successfully privatized world peace.
I think you're confusing peace with quiet.
Futurist is here!
E4, another lesson.
I'm doing what has to be done to stave off something worse.
The Sokovia Accords. It states that the Avengers shall no longer be a private organization.
Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die. The only thing you really fight for is yourself. You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play, to lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you.
Is this the last act of defiance of the great Tony Stark?
My name is Tony Stark, and I'm not afraid of you. So I've decided that you just died, pal. There's no politics here, it's just good old-fashioned revenge. It's just you and me. There is no version of this where you come out on top. There is nothing except this. There's the next mission and nothing else. Isn't that the mission? Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight, so we get to go home? If we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it.
If you can make God bleed, and people will cease to believe in him, all they have to do is sit here and watch as the world will consume you.
I hope they remember you.
Start with something pure, something exciting. Then come the mistakes, the compromises.
Watching my friends die, you'd think that'd be as bad as it gets. Wasn't the worst part.
The worst part
Is that you didn't.
Pepper, it's me. Got a lot of apologies to make and not a lot of time, so
I'm so sorry I put you in harm's way. That was selfish and stupid, and it won't happen again. You experience things, and then they're over, and you still can't explain them. Gods, aliens, other dimensions. I'm just a man in a can. And my suits, they're
Machines.
part of me.
A distraction.
Maybe. Threat is imminent, and I have to protect the one thing that I can't live without. That's you. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Tony, I built this for you. And someday you'll realize that it represents a whole lot more than just people's inventions. But one day you'll figure this out. And when you do, you will change the world. What is and always will be my greatest creation is you.
We really believed in Tony Stark. We really believed in having a character that was as interesting, if not more interesting, outside of the costume as he was in the costume. And Marvel Studios' Iron Man, that would be the marquee name, allowed us to say, let's just cast the best actor we can find. And it's funny to remember now, Robert Downey Jr. is the biggest star on the planet.
Yeah, I'm just so glad that it hadn't been done and done well already, and there's a certain destiny to it. When you have motives to have worldly things, when you attain them, there's an emptiness on the other side. And because I've had such kind of extremes of fortune and misfortune, I kind of have come to appreciate, both.
Don't waste it. Don't waste your life. I shouldn't be alive unless it was for a reason. I just finally know what I have to do. And I know in my heart that it's right. Remember what I told you about bullies? Do you know that I was the only one who believed in you? Everyone else said I was crazy to recruit a 14-year-old kid. If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it. I just want him to be like you. Nice work, kid. You know who that is?
Iron Man.
What's his name?
Robert.
Best thing that ever happened to me. I mean, it's just been a great job, and we've all made good friends and stuff.
So if I were to wrap this up tight with a bow, whatever, I guess I'd say my armor, it was a cocoon. And now, I'm a changed man. You can take away my house, all my tricks and toys. One thing you can't take away, I am Iron Man. Don't feel better about this. Part of the journey is the end.